Okay, I'm back. Okay, as I expressed to you, this is all about connecting with our spirit guides because they are already a part of us. It's all about us acknowledging them and listening to she who whispers, and that's what it's all about. Being able to connect our hearing, our seeing to what is going on with the spiritual world because we live in both worlds. You know, a lot of people are just living in one and they're not aware of the second one, but it's still there. You know, and I'm sure, like I said, that most of my subscribers and my friends, I'm sure that most of you all are on this path, and the rest of you all, I just would like for you all to sit in with me and go on this journey with me, listen and learn. Our spirit guides can tell us so much. When we're lost and we just really do not know our way, we need to turn to our spirit guides. That's the time that we need to sit for a moment and do some meditation. And they will allow us to know what path we should be on. They will also guide us to places. You know, you may have gone to some places and had some just negative experiences, and you say, why did I go here? But like I said, you know, wherever you go, you're not just there by chance. You know, there's something that your spirit guide wants you to get out of it. So we need to get our journals and become and be prepared to really write down some of the places we go to day and to speak to our spirit guides, and you know, try to make a connection there, because it's going to make us a whole you, a whole me, a whole universe, you know. And so we really need to be mindful of the things we're doing and the places we go and the people we meet, because the people that we meet, we are meeting ourselves. I mean, I know it sounds kind of crazy, but we're meeting ourselves, we're meeting our spirit guides, we're meeting our ancestors from day to day, places that we go. And the reason why I'm so excited about it, I mean, I just can't even get my words out, get my thoughts straight. The reason why I'm so excited about it, because I have learned so much from my guides. And, you know, like I said, and I owe them so much. That's why I do most of my work, you know, centered around the guides, centered around my sacred ancestors. And once we do become tapped into our guides, and we learn their names and we learn what they look like and stuff, which is so exciting, then like a lot of the times when we go through our life problems, you know, they will help us solve those life problems. They can protect us. They can keep us from all hurt, harm, and danger, seen and unseen. And like I said, sacred ancestors. And it's so much excitement in them. And like I said, my whole home is welcome to all of my sacred ancestors and my guides. So from time to time, I do hear them speak. And I've done some videos where we can hear them speaking. And they have shown themselves by the you know, by orbs. They have, you know, in my home, they've picked things up. They've even dropped them, you know. Even foods I've eaten or whatever, you know, a lot of them like this certain type of foods you eat and stuff like that, and they actually just, you know, just grab some, and some of it just hit the floor. But you know, but I'm aware of what's going on. Even my daughters, you know, were like in the room sitting on the bed talking to one another, and the bed just actually, the mattress actually picked up about 2 or 3 feet. I mean, I'm sorry, not 2 or 3 feet. That's deep right there. 2 or 3 inches from the box spring, and dropped both of them, and kind of scared them a little bit. And it was like this big boom, you know. But I told them, I said, those are definitely our, you know, ancestors here, picking with you, just having fun. But now, if it gets to the point that it's just all out a poltergeist where they're just moving chairs and throwing things, I mean, then that's when you have to find out which one it is and just let them know. Now, we're not going to allow any of that, because mostly what they're doing there is seeking attention. But now, don't get that confused with ghosts. You know, those are the people that have died this terrible death, and they have died this terrible death, and this is just the way they're expressing themselves, because even in the afterlife, they're still fearful and confused and don't know what what's going on. So you may have some of that going on in your house, like, you know, ghost activity and stuff like that. And that's not what I'm talking about right now. And because basically ghosts, they can't really help you. They're looking for you to help them, and there's really nothing you can do but to encourage them to move, you know, further on to the mother, so they can be recycled and come back and have, you know, newer lives, different lives, or whatever. You know, so, but I'm just only talking about sacred ancestors right now. We may have some bad ancestors that we may not want to deal with either, and they may make their presence and stuff like that, and they may disturb you. But if you have any of those in your home, you can actually write their names down and actually put their names in a bottle and go somewhere far off and bury their name in the ground in that bottle, and turn your back, never look back, take a different route, don't go back there again. So that's the way you would get rid of those particular spirits, you know, that can't help you, you know, because we only want to talk about the ones that can enhance our lives and be guides to us. But it looks like I'm gonna have to start another video, so y'all just bear with me, hang on just a sec, be back.